Hi, it's Rob here from Kelburn. Our squash tip this week, very simple one. I just want to talk about the grip and the various grips that you can use in various parts when you're playing. Now generally, you want this V of your grip to go down this part of your racket, on the open side of your racket, on your forehand or the front side of your racket. That's going to give you a nice grip coming through so that your racket faces a little bit open on your forehand, and you can slope your wrist like this so it's a little bit open on your backhand. So that's the grip, but really the point of this little tip is to mention, if you want to have, your racket's really your lever, so the longer you make your grip, the further back you make the grip on the racket, the longer the lever, so the more power you're going to get, and the further up your grip you go, the more control you get. So if you watch a lot of good players, A-graders and professional players, you'll see that they'll hold the racket maybe an inch or 2 or 3 centimetres up the grip. The reason they do that is because you can get really good touch because your hand's closer to the racket head, so it becomes more like a table tennis bat. Your hand's really close to where the action is. So if you go up the handle, you're going to get more control. If you go down the handle, you're going to get more power. I've seen a couple of guys that are really good that hold the racket right down here like this, which is a bit weird, but they do get a lot of power. So up the grip for control, down the grip for power. If you squeeze the grip really hard, you're going to put a lot of tension on your arm. So think of it as a wand. Think of the racket flowing nice and smoothly out of your hand, and try and not put tension in your hand. That way you have a lot more feel on the ball. So a little bit of a wand. Don't just let it flow from your hand. Don't try and squeeze the thing to death because you'll lose any feel and control. Also, when you're moving into the back, if you get a ball that's deep in the back, that's a really good time to move your racket up the handle if you're struggling to get the ball out of the back. Because if you move your hand up the handle, you've got a smaller area that you can get into to dig the ball out of the back. So you can move your hand up the handle. Don't be scared to move your hand up the handle if you're stuck in the back. Also, another little trick. If you're in the back and you're struggling to get it down the ball, you can, if you're on the backhand, move your grip around this side of the racket so that it's easier to scoop the ball down that ball. Conversely, on that side, you can move your hand around this side of the racket so you can scoop the ball and get it down that ball. Quite often I've got guys, good players, by doing that they think you can only get the ball down the wall or the post. You open your racket up like that, hit it cross court, and they're standing here, the ball's gone past them, same on the other side. So there's a few things to think about with grip, with how hard you hold it, or where you hold it, and what angle you hold it, depending on if you get stuck in the back. Thanks very much.